Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far. So today I am doing my 10 looks one palette with the Anastasia by Carli Bybel palette. I am really excited for this video. They are obviously a lot of work, these 10 looks one palette, but this is the easiest I've ever found filming this video, I must say. And I think it's just because this palette is extremely versatile. It just gave me so many options. I feel like sometimes the 10 looks, if the palette is more sort of monotone, or there's not enough mattes, or there's not enough different looking shimmers, a lot of the looks can end up the same, or I just run out of ideas, or I struggle to use every shade in the palette in a cohesive way. But today I feel like I found it really easy, which speaks really highly of actually how cohesive the palette, the color story, the balance of mattes and shimmers. Literally the only thing I dislike about this palette, which is a minor personal thing, is the fact that these two shades, OA and Jode, are so similar. So OA is slightly darker than Jode. Jode is like a classic ABH shimmer. The OA, I keep wanting to call it the OA, but OA is more of a glitter, a pressed glitter, but I did not find it had a mass of fallout. I didn't find it hard to use with the brush, but I feel like they're so close and so similar. For me personally, it feels like a waste of a space in a 14-pan palette. I feel like we could have had something different in there, maybe a like deeper purple matte or something like that, like an extra matte in there, or just a totally different shade shimmer would have been nice, rather than these two, which are almost a repeat shade to me. I get that they do have differences, but as far as how they look on the eye, it's not going to give you a different look. I really enjoyed this palette. I didn't find any dud shades. Everything blended really nicely. I didn't have a huge amount of fallout. Given I've done 10 looks with this palette, I've got a few specks of glitter on my face because I did my foundation before I did the 10 looks, which was obviously a terrible mistake. But yeah, I highly recommend this palette. I definitely feel like it's going to be in the running for my favourite ABH palette along with my Norvina, because it has lots of similarities with the Norvina. It's definitely got loads of daytime appropriate looks, loads of very quick and easy looks, and also way over the top dramatic night out looks in there. It's very versatile palette for that reason. It's a palette where I will and can use every single shade in here. There's not a single one in here where I'm like, I won't really use that one very often. They're all very, very wearable, even for someone like me who's a bit of a colour phobe. There's not a shade in there that isn't extremely wearable. It's a very Carli palette. It's very true to her pretty, soft, feminine looks that she wears so beautifully, and that's very much kind of my alley as well. So if this is your first 10 looks one palette video of mine, welcome. I hope you find it helpful. Just a few disclaimers before we get started. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm certainly not someone who considers themselves especially skilled with makeup. I'm a regular person who loves makeup, and the purpose of this video is for people like me who want to buy this palette, who have this palette or are considering it, and who want to see whether they're going to be able to use it for every day, for nights out, to give people ideas of colour combinations to work with, quick, simple, easy looks with only a few shades and only a few brushes in only a few minutes. So if you're looking for something that is going to be, you know, mind-blowingly creative, stunning, extremely complex, extremely impressive, you've probably come to the wrong place. But for people like myself, quick, easy, simple looks, know how to use the palette, learn how to put colour combinations together, give you some ideas for using this palette every day, that's who this is for. So as usual, I won't be doing brows, I won't be doing lashes, I won't be doing inner corner or brow bone or the lower lash line, apart from in the first look, which I will talk you through. Reason being that it's the same process every single time. With each of these looks, I would probably be putting bare on my brow bone like I do in the first look, and maybe Boli in the inner corner or Moo on the inner corner. And as far as lower lash line, I will just usually take the, you know, the transition shade or the shade I used in my crease and run it under my lash line with a pencil brush as I do in this first look. So the reason I don't want to do that is I don't want to be wiping this delicate under eye area 10 times after each look and just repeating the steps. So that is why I won't be doing those steps, but I would do them to finish the look on a day-to-day basis. Now I'll talk you through this first look with brushes and everything, and then we will speed things up. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye 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 bye. So I'm gonna dip into Chai Fair with my Bdellium 785, and I'm just gonna be buffing this on the crease. Building that up on the outer V area, using a really light hand and holding my brush towards the end to keep it a nice soft pressure. And I'm kind of using circular blending motions. Then I'm going into Stev just here, this red shade with my 776. I'm just kind of stamping that in the outer V and then blending into the crease. Sometimes helps, like I think because I've got hooded eyes, so you can see if I just leave them, it hides everywhere I want to apply this. So I kind of tend to look back into my mirror so I can see what I'm doing, and then you need to just relax your face and look straight on to see actually what will be seen. So here you can see that Stev shade here, but where my hood is hiding it here, that means I need to bring it a bit higher up, blend it higher above where my hood goes, so it's actually visible above that hood. Important, although it's easier for me to look down and lift my brows, so I've got this like more taut skin to blend into, it's important to just check how it looks when your eye is relaxed. So now you can see that that's actually now visible above my hood. I think that's kind of a common mistake we make in the hooded eye family, that we don't kind of check how shadow looks when we're just looking straight on with a relaxed face, and then everything, all our work is hidden in the hood. Okay, so I'm just going to go and blend the edges with that 776, the same Bdellium brush we started with. Just blend everything one final time. And then I'm going to go into that same Stev shade with my blank canvas E42, and I'm going to apply this right above where my hood kind of reaches. So looking forward, straight forwards, I'm going to apply this right above the hood just to give some depth and dimension. And then I'm going to go into Cindy, which is this beautiful peachy shade. And using my MAC 242, I'm going to be putting that all over the lid. And then I'm going to go back to my 776 and use a little bit of Stev again just to blend where that meets. And then I'm going to go into Bare, this cream shade here, with my Zoeva 238, this really diddy little detail brush. And I'm going to put that underneath my brow. Obviously I haven't done my brows yet. And lastly I'm going into Boli, this shade just here, same brush, and I'm popping that on my inner corner. And now using my Zoeva pencil brush, I'm just going to go into Stev again and blend that under the lower lash line, just so that everything kind of blends together. But I'm not bringing this right into this inner corner. I'm focusing mainly on the outer kind of third of the eye, and then blending kind of towards like where my eyeball stops, and just leaving that inner corner. Okay, so now I'm going to do brows, lashes, and finish this eye, and we'll be back.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. You see her walking down the boulevard. She got the posture of a superstar. She looks so fly in those Gucci slides. Yeah, I wonder what she hides under her disguise. Yeah. And all the girls around the world, they wanna be her. And all the dudes are trying to score like it's fever. She lives a double life, puts on a show. What's under this subtle smile, we'll never know. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her.
Let me paint a picture. I see they don't understand. Feeling like Picasso. She brushing against my hands. Seen you from around the way. You didn't give me the time of day. You be making moves that year. Who really care what Simon say? All the bad things, girl, I had to look past that. Call yourself a dime, I'm just trying to get my cash back. You be looking fine, so no wonder they can't match that. Louis V scarf, or I'm chilling with a dad. Whoa, slow it down like that. Just hold me down like that.
She's a Mona Lisa.